This is Yoganandam, biology teacher. Today I am going to show you this section of brain. My dear students, kindly pay attention towards the video and try to learn something from this video. Right? Shall we start now? This specimen, it is a real specimen which I procured from a butcher shop. Now the specimen which is going to be shown in this video is of a goat's brain. Understand, children? Shall we go into the video? Yeah. See, this is the goat brain. See, this is actually like human brain. Understand? So that's why this goat brain, goat's kidney, goat's heart will be used as a specimen in the schools. It resembles human brain. Shall we start with? Now, the location of the brain. As we all know, the brain is situated inside the skull and especially in the cranium, a separate bone box inside the skull. It is called as cranium. In the cranium, the brain is safeguarded. To avoid any mechanical injury, the brain is kept in the cranium, a bony box. Understand? Next, other than that, the brain is covered with three types of membranes, which is totally called as meninges. The first one is dura mater, which is when we see the brain now, when we see the first appearing membrane is dura mater. Next, second one in the middle, arachnoid membrane. The third, pia mater. Third one is pia mater, which is closely related, attached with the brain. Dura mater is a thick membrane which is outside. In the middle, arachnoid membrane, I said no, that is called as membrane because it facilitates the entry and exit of the blood vessels. Next, pia mater, which is closely attached with the brain. Right? Now, these three totally is called as meninges, and of course, it is transparent. The meninges are transparent, and it is highly difficult to take and show separately. Okay, children. And then in between the membranes, brain, CSF, cerebrospinal fluid, is filled in for safeguarding the brain from any external shock. Understand, children? Now, the bee is disturbing. Okay, children. So, it's all in the game because I'm taking the video outside. kindly ignore if any disturbance is there. Right, children? Now, this is cerebrum, this is cerebellum, and the one which is extended. Right? See, can you see this? The one which I touch with my left hand index finger. This is extending as medulla oblongata. Understand, children? So, now this cerebrum is occupying a major portion of the brain, and this is the seat of intelligence, reasoning, thinking, etc. Now this is divided into two hemispherical bodies, right hemisphere, left hemisphere. Right hemisphere, left hemisphere. Why I am saying now, this is front portion of the body, sorry, brain, and this is the hind portion. This is the hind portion of the brain. Understand? So this is right side, right hemispherical uh, hemisphere of the brain, and this is left hemisphere of the brain, that is cerebrum. Understand? Now, children, can you see the depression from here to here? Is it visible in the video? The depression, right? See, slowly I am moving my index finger, or I can point with this. See, from here to here, a straight depression is there. Understand? That is called as median cleft. That is called as median cleft, which divides the cerebrum into two equal halves, that is right hemisphere and left hemisphere. So what is this depression called? Median cleft. Understand? Now, and on the top till bottom it is divided, but what happened in the bottom, see here a thin nerve sheet, a thin nerve sheet is there which connects the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. This is called as corpus callosum. That is the connection, thin nerve sheet which connects the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere in the bottom. Right? That is called as corpus callosum, which is helpful to transfer the signals from right hemisphere to left hemisphere and left hemisphere to right hemisphere. Understand? That is a thin sheet of nerve fibers which connects at the bottom. And the things which you see here, two cut portion, can you see this? It appears in a little bit whiter than this brain. Can you able to observe? This is the cut portion of optical nerves. The nerves which come from eyeballs and join at the point called as optical chiasma and then join here directly to the brain. Understand? So optic nerves which come from back of the each eyeball and join like X shape. They join at one point and then again divide and go and attach with the hemispherical bodies, and the cerebrum of the hemispherical bodies it will attach. So that X shape where they are joining, so from right eyeball, from left eyeball, the optic nerves will come and join at one place. That joining place is called as optic chiasma, and then they divide again and go and join in the area which I showed already. Right? Understand? Now, children, can you able to see the patterns here? right? So these are called as grooves and ridges. Grooves and ridges. See, grooves. These are the grooves. The deep. This one is there, no? Can you see, children? Right? Where I am pointing with the knife. See the patterns, right? These are called as grooves, and these are called as ridges. Understand? The bulged parts are called as ridges, and the see the deep parts between each the foldings are there, no? That somewhat depression is there, that is called as ridges. Understand? Like the same. So this is visible, no? Understand the depression like that in between these and all. Can you able to see, children? Okay, these are called as ridges. Okay, still now the meninges are being attached in the brain only. I did not remove the meninges. If we remove, right, it will be very uneasy to handle this brain. Understand? So this meninges, see now, just piercing with the knife. The knife is not cutting the brain. See, because of the presence of the meninges, it is transparent. Understand? Right? So if it is removed, this the meninges are removed, na, totally covered. Understand? So I am touching and showing you here only. So everywhere that meninges are covered. So if it is removed from the brain, then brain will not be in this shape. Understand? Because it is highly sensitive and also very soft, tendery structure. That is why without removing the meninges I am explaining. Okay. Now these are called as gyri and sulci. The grooves and ridges are there, no? These are called as gyri and sulci, right? Even in other words also you can say, that is furrows and folds. So these folds are there, in between the folds gap is there, no? That is called as furrows. Okay, whatever it is. So medical term like gyri and sulci, right? Now why these pattern and the folding the above and the top portion of the cerebrum is thrown into foldings? Why? To increase the surface area. To increase the surface area. If it is flat, okay, the same size will be there, but due to this folding of the nerve tissues, so the surface area increased, and it is believed that due to this, the memory, the this one, the should, due to that increased surface area, it is believed that the brain can store more data. What you call it as? It can store more information. Understand? Yes. Okay. So these are about the upper portion of the cerebrum. Understand? When we cut into two through the median cleft, right, we can see the internal regions of the cerebrum. Understand, children? So let me cut. See, it is very tough to cut due to the presence of meninges. I can sense the meninges being cut. So that much hard they are. without the meninges, the brain is very, very soft body. See now, since the meninges are being cut, see what happened to the cerebrum? Very easily it can be damaged. See, it got damaged. Just I pressed it here, got damaged. And one more thing, children, I forgot to say, the cerebrum, two type of nerve cells are there. Myelinated nerve cells, non-myelinated nerve cells. Understand? What are myelinated nerve cells and non-myelinated nerve cells? The nerve cells which are provided with a white color myelin sheath. Understand? A membrane called myelin sheath. In the axon part of the nerve cell are called as myelinated neuron. The nerve cells, that means neurons, which are not having that white color membranous sheath in the axon part, is called as non-myelinated neurons. Understand? Now, wherever the non-myelinated neurons are there, that portions and all will be appearing in a gray color. That regions are called as gray matter. Wherever the myelinated neurons are there, they will appear in a white color. Understand? That region is called as white matter. Understand? See the difference you can sense. Let us move this apart. See what is the color of this area. Understand? What is the, see this is upper part now. So what is the color? Somewhat gray in color. And at the same time, see what is the color of this? White color. Gray matter and white matter. Understand? Now this is all about that. Now see children, closely observe. You can it's very difficult to divide. If I press and hold, then all the structure will be collapsed. So you can see my hand is somewhat shivering. Understand? Let me keep this aside. Because this half we don't want now. See children, please observe this side only. So where I am keeping the knife now. So this side only observe and leave out. Forget about this side. Okay. It's not moving. It is sticky. Okay. Now, yeah. Let me do. Yes. I am hiding this portion for undiverted listening. Okay. Now I am hiding this portion. So your concentration must be here only. Understand? Okay children, this is right hemisphere. This is right hemisphere alone. Okay. Now listen carefully. So the internal regions, right, where the thalamus, hypothalamus, pons, see this area is called as pons, which is a relay center, which acts as a relay center, and also thalamus also acts as a center for the signal transmission, and below that hypothalamus is there, and below the hypothalamus, in this region, the pituitary gland will be there. Understand? The pituitary gland will be there. Of course, it is not possible to show. Okay. Now, children, kindly don't expect everything exactly here. So the whichever is complicated, as a teacher, I will use the models. Understand? So exactly cutting and giving from the butcher shop and all, even minute work, they are not that much passionate to give us. Just they are business people, no? Just we want brain means. I told him take it carefully, but see, they are just doing it as a business. Just they cut and remove and given. Okay, so some bottom parts may be damaged and some parts may be missing. Understand? So that and all you need to understand while saying orally. Understand, children? So kindly don't expect everything in clear. Now, children, see, this is the, so see how depth is this and the upper part. So these and all and the cerebrum upper part. In the middle you can see the thalamus, hypothalamus, pons and all. Understand? So next below that hypothalamus only pituitary gland is possible, but in this it is not there. Understand, children? Okay. Human brain, below the hypothalamus, the pituitary gland is situated, a P-shaped and P-sized, right, gland. Understand? Which is called as master gland, and also it is called as the conductor of endocrine orchestra. Okay, children? So that is missing here. Okay. Yes. Now see, I hope all had the detailed look in the internal regions of the cerebrum. Okay, shall we go to the next parts? Okay, children. Now I will remove and hide this part so that you can concentrate. Yeah. See, this is not this one. This one. This is the small brain, which is called as cerebellum. Understand? This is responsible for body balancing. Understand? When this cerebellum is affected either by mechanical injury or consumption of alcohol, then the human body loses its steadiness. The person cannot walk steadily, cannot sit steadily. Understand? So the total body balancing is lost when this cerebellum is damaged either by mechanical forces or by consumption of alcohol. Understand? So this is also covered with meninges and provided with extra safety, that cerebrospinal fluid. Understand? Next, see this elongated part. Oh God. See, just keeping knife also it gets damaged. I told you, children, the class, brain is the very powerful organ in our body which controls all the body parts. Understand? All the body parts, even though it is physically it is not stronger. Understand? Very delicate organ. That is why many level of safety is given. First, the skull. Inside the skull, cranium is there. In that only the brain is kept. So the very strong safety. Understand? Cranium. After that, meninges, three membranes. Understand? So dura mater, arachnoid membrane, and pia mater. These three and the layer protection. And also in between, cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, cerebrospinal fluid is there. Understand? So these many safety measures are given, and the safety, these many degrees of safeties are given. You can understand how delicate it is. Understand? Still the meninges are here. So when I am piercing also, it is not getting damaged. See here, see, simply. Understand? It can just keeping also. See how easily enters. See, but here it is not entering. Can you see the difference, children? See, I am pressing only. Don't think that here sir is not pressing, here sir is pressing, like that. No, don't think. See, just same pressure, amount of pressure I am giving, same amount of pressure I am giving. See, here it is not going in, and here you see, just see, it is piercing. Understand? So see, children, yeah, so that much soft it is. See here, see, since I am taking placing this on the table mat to avoid this blood stains and all, I am using this cover. Okay, understand? So see, just this extended part, this extends as medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata. Understand? So this part extended as medulla oblongata. Same type of safety measures are given to this medulla oblongata also. Why? This medulla oblongata extends as the nerve fiber. Understand? Till our pelvic region, at the end of the pelvic region at the back, as spinal cord. So this is medulla oblongata, and this extends as a spinal cord till the pelvis. Understand? Right? So a thin nerve fiber, right, which tapers at the end, like the phylum Fimbriae. Understand? So about that we will see in next class, because if we keep on saying about the other organs also, then the video will be very lengthy, right? Now see, this medulla oblongata extends as a spinal cord. Same type of setup. Spinal cord runs in between the vertebral column. In between the vertebral column. Understand? So on the vertebral column, there is a separate pathway is there. That is neural canal. That is called as what? Neural canal. So outside, just like cranium, the spinal cord also having bone safety. Right? That is vertebral column. Understand? Then meninges also continue, and cerebrospinal fluid also continue. Understand? To give safety at the end, phylum Fimbriae. Up to that, it continues from the cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata, and then the so-called spinal cord. Okay, children? Have you understand this? So this medulla oblongata acts as a joining part between the spinal cord and the brain. Okay, and remaining each region is having separate functions. That functions, instead of telling in video, I can say orally. Okay, children, right? Now till now the length of the video will be reaching its limit. Understand? Even the video also you have some what you can say, some time only you can pay attention. Understand? So only I'm stopping this video, right? Remaining I'll tell you orally. Okay, see the small bees are also disturbing me. Shall I stop this video, children? Okay, again, see. Yeah, somewhat again came into back the same structure. Okay, so since we have cut, I told you, know, when meninges are not there, it is losing its shape, right? And the arrangements will not be there. See, children, see, slowly can you see that the hemispheres are falling back? See, before it was not happening. Why? The meninges are holding it tight. Now the meninges are cut in the median cleft. Okay, now see, yes, that's why major part of the explanation I gave without cutting the meninges. And also the thing which I said here, corpus callosum, I said, no, right? The thin nerve sheet which is connecting right and left hemispheres here, this relays the